My name is Elder Ray Petty. I'm a Master of Divinity candidate for the Morehouse School of Religion. A little bit about myself. It's the project/research or treatment for drug addiction issues in the African American community. My facilitator for Exousia Lighthouse Ministries is Bishop Carl McGray and is Pastor Brenda McGray. And we are currently doing a research project to determine the implication of rehabilitative and outreach drug addiction treatment program at the Exousia Lighthouse Ministries International. So we're looking at using restorative Christian principles to restore. We believe at Exousia Lighthouse Ministry that therefore if any man is in Christ, the new creation has come, the old is gone, and the new is here. But when you become transformed, you can renew and you can restore and you can recover and you can have a Sankofa moment. So you can go back to your church and go back to your community, go back to your family and go back to your friends and get your finances back and get your relationships back. That's what rehabilitative living means. It means renew, restore, and recover all.
You live to use and use to live, man. In facilitating the meeting, I used to break it down. Dis-ease, united ease. And when you're out there and you're being manipulated, you're not in control. The drug is in control. As soon as I stepped in the house, I got a call from my other sister, Janet, saying that Aunt Jimmy had passed. And Aunt Jimmy had informed me that she had a routine outpatient appointment, surgery appointment. So, that routine means she's just going to go in, do this, and come back out. She had an overdose of anesthesia, and she never did wake up from the anesthesia. So we all had two tragic events to come back to back in my life. My favorite sister and my favorite aunt. And I didn't know it was going to affect me like that, but it did. And in doing so, I turned to drugs, a substance. You're financially ruined.
So your mental was altered and stuff from this substance. Your mental faculties.
Your mind is a mind altering substance. Yes, sir.
Okay. So have you have you ever slept on the streets, or have you ever lost where you was living and felt like you had no place to stay? What was that like?
I have, right before I went into the homeless veteran program, I was at the point where I have to be honest today, because honesty is the way you keep it real. At that particular time, they were not patrolling the martyr trains, and it was Hamilton. It was Hamilton, not Hamilton, but it was Hightower Station. I used to ride the Hightower Station all the way from Hightower to Kensington, back and forth, to get my rest. When after I wake up, I would use any bathroom facility I could use. I used the homeless shelters as a refuge. You had barbershops, you had meals. Then after that, I finally found that letter with the homeless shelter, and then I went into the veteran homeless program.
And we are currently doing a research project to determine the implication of rehabilitative and outreach drug addiction treatment program at the Exousia Lighthouse Ministries International.
You're looking at a person that was 13 years of addiction, but now 26 years of recovery through Christ. And in John 8:36, it says that if the Son sets you free, you're free indeed. Brother Ray already touched upon 2 Corinthians 5:17, which it says that If men and women truly want to be set free, they're a new creature in Christ. We're born again. We're born again believers in Christ. We have a new walk. We have a new talk. We have a new mindset. Behold, all things become new. That's 2 Corinthians 5:17. I did. I started off at the Salvation Army. Got to be honest with you. Down there, they have Narcotics Anonymous, Alcoholics Anonymous, and Cocaine Anonymous. All those programs were stepping stone to leading me to recovery through Christ. Now, those programs are very good programs, mind you, but it was until I was introduced unto recovery through Christ, where it was a biblical approach to breaking through the power of addiction and recovery. That's when I was really set free. And see, the emotional part of it, because what I did, I was introduced to recovery through Christ through a veteran partner of mine, Brother Charles Benson, who has transitioned on to heaven. And he handed the program literally to me on a Wednesday, said, I'm giving you this program. Emotionally, I was like, I can't do it. I prayed on it that Wednesday. I started doing the program that Thursday. Little I know I'll be doing that program for 18 years.
Like I said, I'm retired Air Force. I have 2 kids. One of my son name is Joshua Petty. He's 30. And I have another son, which is Ray Curtis Petty Jr. He is 26. My son Josh is a practitioner nurse, and my youngest son is an attorney. He's an entertainment lawyer attorney. I actually used to be dealing with certain things when I was in the military, and at one time, believe it or not, I had an alcohol kind of addiction going. I know sometimes people in the church don't like to admit that themselves and stuff had certain struggles or issues. And I think that's probably the issue. That was one of the reasons I got to this research and treatment plan, is to give people an opportunity to be able and stuff. I believe that if you're a believer in Christ, no matter that, God can use your situation and make you a divine instrument, even in the direst of situation. The more we needed to do positive thing to get out of this negative mindset, the less we're willing to do them. The more we need to apply our tools of recovery. And that's what we're going to talk about today and stuff. I can say you already expressed that for like financial, money-wise, relationship-wise, personal relationship. I'm amazed at the fact that you, let me ask you this other thing before we get to our tool for today. For us, like law is concerned. I mean, you yourself, how did you, did you suffer any kind of legal challenges? Did you have friends suffer any kind of legal challenges as a result of this addiction?
Personally, I was unscathed by the law enforcement. Matter of fact, I was ridiculed because when I be in the trap and they go bust the trap, when I leave 3 or 4 times, it's not funny, but they'll say, every time you leave, Red Dog come. You got to be part of Red Dog. You got to be a confidential foreman, or you the police. We don't want you coming around us no more. And I'll be like, no, I'm not the police. No, because see, I stayed physically fit. I stayed clean. When I went even at the brink of homeless, brother Minister Ray, I would always go, if I had to go in a bathroom and take a shower. I had me a backpack. I had my toothbrush, my soap, my rag, and I always washed and kept a change of clothes. You would never know or knew that I was using. They might call me a closet person because I didn't never want nobody to look down on me as that or judge me. But I had so many people in my network. Like I was saying, it was 20 people in my network. And right now, Oh, it's about 3 of us left. The rest of them gone on to glory. Now, for the penal code, the system, you got so many people that were sellers. They gone to jail, hell. It's 3 things that can happen to you in this substance abuse situation. Jails, institutions of death. You take your choice.
That what you're dealing with, even though you might be born again, you might be a new creation in Christ and a new spirit in Christ. Your spirit might be made new, but yet and still, there might be some holes in your soul, and that God can heal and fill with faith and with His grace. So, like I said, the purpose of this program is to bring some deliverance and some healing uh, through this particular outreach program, particularly the African American community, since you know that we are disproportionately affected by this problem. Well, my name is Elder Ray Petty. I'm a Master of Divinity candidate for the Morehouse School of Religion. But when you become transformed, you can renew and you can restore and you can recover and you can have a Sankofa moment. So you can go back to your church and go back to your community, go back to your family and go back to your friends and get your finances back and get your relationships back. That's what rehabilitative living means. It means renew, restore, and recover all.